Yeah, if I don't allow for at least like 20, 30 minutes meditation, I find myself getting too aggressive in the sense of trying to assert and project everything that I want to happen, with business and life, whatever. I get too wound up, too caught up in the doing and not enough of that balance. So for me, it really gives me an opportunity to just decompress, let all of the thoughts that I was juggling throughout the day and all the different, points of focus that I was aimed at, just kind of let that all chill out. And then from that, for me, it always comes greater mental clarity. So in a way, it's much more productive than just go, 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 go. So, and there's different forms. Like I consider walking to be a form of active meditation. So it gets you in a flow state. Like the mind is the body. You'll hear many people say that. Elliot Hulse is probably the first person who introduced that concept to me, but the body is the mind, he always says. So going on a walk or hiking, something that you don't have to cognitively think about what you're doing, you just kind of go. Could be swimming, could be riding a bike, could be walking. These are all more passive physical activities where it turns into, for most people, sort of an active meditation.
Absolutely.
Where it allows you to kind of find that clarity without being in your own head or in your own way. So I like to do both. So I'll do just passive, where I'm just sitting still, normally jumping in the sauna, just sit still, relax and let it happen. And then on the flip side, go for a nice long walk. And I think it's just kind of something we might naturally be doing anyway. And I think it's part of our operating system to naturally carry out these processes, and then functions happen in the background. And sometimes when it's all go, we tend to deprive ourselves of that opportunity. So,
well, we say we don't have time because
right,
we have to do
time.
we got to do the go-go. We don't have time for that. I got stuff to do.
We're living faster. And I watched an amazing documentary that was talking about how once we got cars, the automobile didn't cut down time, it actually took more time away, because now you get the car and now you can work further away. So now suburbs grew, and now your walking commute that was nearby is now a 40-50 minute drive.
And the same thing goes for microwave ovens, cell phone technology, computers. We thought it helped us do things faster and save time. No, because now we never turn it off.
Yeah, and it all backfires. That's why you really have to maintain your own standards. There's an importance to setting up boundaries. Yes. And it's very clear, it's very evident when someone has no boundaries and when they have boundaries in their life. It reflects, like you said, in their health, in their natural beauty, and their energy. It reflects most of all, I would say, in their functionality. And that's something it's usually pretty evident. Does this person have boundaries? Are they actualizing themselves in a way that's allowing them to live a fulfilling life? And that's kind of who we gravitate towards, I think.
Eric, you are so brilliant, because that is the word, boundaries. It is a huge word. We could have a 3-hour show on just talking about boundaries. But people really need to educate themselves more on what really they are, what that means. Obviously, we're talking about emotional boundaries, but it goes back to what we've been talking about too, that self-respect and self-esteem, to draw the line in the sand. Like, I'm sorry if this isn't what you want, but this is my boundary, right? Now, or even just something as simple as work is done, time is done.
Exactly.
Time to be with my family. That boundary. And then you get that tape going, yeah, but you could just send that email and that one's waiting to hear from you. And right. So it's tricky. Boundaries is an area that I suck at.
For sure. It's hard because
working on it.
Convenience conflicts with boundaries, because
True.
now anyone can call you or text you
Yes.
or reach out on social media at any time. And so you have to choose, okay, am I always going to be accessible, or am I going to do that at my convenience? So I've made a habit, because again, I'm constantly trying to improve myself. I haven't arrived anywhere. I'm trying to figure everything out like anyone else. And I was at a point not too long ago, I mean, like 5, 6 months ago, where I was literally doing something from the moment I woke up, emails, this, that, doing something from the moment I woke up to the moment I was going to bed.
Yep.
And it was ridiculous. I was started to have insomnia. I was very irritable. I was missing out on family time. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not any more productive when I break it down. I'm more busy, but not any more productive. And there's a big difference. And setting those boundaries, even if that's okay, TV's off at 8:30 or 9 o'clock or whatever your schedule is, you have to set those boundaries. And I think those are some key principles that anyone can take and just instantly start living a better life.